King Charles III took to the throne back in September 2022, the moment his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, sadly died. He had his official coronation on May 6, 2023. However, whilst we hate to morbid, given that King Charles is 75, it's pretty inevitable that we'll see his son, Prince William, become king in our lifetime, and much like there was for the Queen, it turns out there's a detailed plan in place for when Charles's passing does happen, complete with its own codename, Operation Menai Bridge. Of course, we're all hoping that said plan isn't activated anytime soon, but here's what we do know about the blueprint in place so far. Hello and welcome to Royal Scandal. Please do well to like, subscribe, comment and turn on the notification bell so as not to miss out on any news updates. There's a code name for King Charles's death. Plans for King Charles's death and state funeral are referred to as Operation Menai Bridge, named after a suspension bridge in Wales, and actually, there's a reference to it on The Crown during an episode about Charles's near miss with an avalanche. The scene in question involves the Queen's secretary briefing her on Charles and somewhat indelicately musing, "We have contingency plans in place for all members of the royal family, Menai Bridge is no exception." It's the code name for the death of the Prince of Wales. So yeah, these plans have been in place for quite some time. And while Menai Bridge is under lock and key, we have a rough idea to go on given we've now all lived through the 11 days between Queen's passing and her funeral. What happens on the day the king dies? Arrangements for Charles's funeral started being planned pretty much right after he became king, at least, according to former Royal Protection Officer Simon Morgan. Unfortunately, as of tomorrow morning, planning for Operation Menai Bridge will start in earnest, Morgan told Today on September 20, 2022, and added that, even the king said in his acceptance that he will take this role for as long as life allows him to. He is 73 years of age. It's got to be in the back of your mind, and from the police, we've got to start planning again for the future. Operation Menai Bridge details haven't been leaked as of yet, but they'll likely be very similar to Operation London Bridge, the code name used for the Queen's death. Meaning that on the day King Charles dies, his family will be informed, followed by the Prime Minister, currently Rishi Sunak. News will then travel to Commonwealth countries and governments where the King is head of state, and finally the Press Association. When the Queen died on September 8, 2022, a source told The Telegraph that the King was adamant that the official statement must not be released until all members of the family had been informed. That was a father talking because he cares. That said, the Queen's passing was pretty widely known before outlets like the BBC reported on it. This was, in part, because Buckingham Palace had released a statement earlier that day saying, following further evaluation this morning, the Queen's doctors are concerned for Her Majesty's health and have recommended she remain under medical supervision. The Queen remains comfortable and at Balmoral. But no matter the order in which people find out, once King Charles dies, a note will be pinned to the gates of Buckingham Palace. We saw this happen when Queen Elizabeth passed. Flags will also be lowered to half-mast as they were for the Queen. William will immediately be king. Prince William's coronation won't happen for months after his father passes, but he'll be the new king the moment Charles dies. William will likely give an address to the nation that same day and will swiftly start meeting with government officials. Meanwhile, King Charles's body will be moved from Buckingham Palace's throne room to Westminster Hall, where he will lie in state, as we saw with the Queen. It is expected that King Charles's funeral will take place 9 days after his death. The Queen's was held 11 days after her death, and then he will be laid to rest in the Royal Vault in King George VI Memorial Chapel at Windsor Castle. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.